Hello everybody and welcome back to Mutti Plays Pokemon Sapphire version. Today we are going to finish off the Elite Four, and then I shall show off some extra things. Like, a thing, and another thing. And after that second thing, we are going to start checking out some post-credit goodies. Now, Mobile, Pure Steel, we do Fighting, Fire, and Ground. Now, I had completely forgotten that, in this generation, at least, there's no way to track a roaming Pokemon if you haven't already seen it. Now, what do I mean by roaming Pokemon? Well, it's one of those Pokemon that, once it is generated, every time you change location somehow, that Pokemon will change routes. So, running into it becomes a pure testament of your luck. At least the first time. And, because of that, I will state that I am not sure if I can get the next part done when I promised, which would be Sunday at this rate. But Sunday was just a little extra treat for you guys, so I'm not gonna be late at all, but still, I'd feel bad about missing it. And now I am almost done recording footage for this LP. I have just gotta catch one thing, and then I have to catch that roaming thing, and then I will record myself combating the Elite Four, and then the credits of the game, so that you guys might enjoy a spectacular ending. Though, just a heads up, not sure how long it'll take me to run into that roaming thing. Now, I can catch it with the Master Ball, which I grabbed, so, I just have to run into it. Catching it will be cheap, but it kinda has to be cheap because I don't want to drive myself nuts just trying to, freaking get the footage of it. And she's a pretty wet thing, too. Such a pretty little thing. Now, one thing I will comment about, this version of Victory Road. That bottom floor that I was just on, it is so easy to run around in circles. Because the layout of the place is just designed to be, like, all circular and intertwining paths going in the same direction. Can be a bit crazy if you don't know which way you're supposed to go. Kinda like the region itself, actually, because, like, there are so many ways you can go from one place to another. It's kinda neat, really. Cacturn, Grass Dark, the evolved form of Cacnea. gains the dark type, so it is now double weak to bug, still weak to flying and ice, and fire, now weak to fighting. And I believe that should be it. I think. If I forgot something, let me know. And here! How many of you expected this the first time you played? But here is Wally, our final scripted battle with him. I believe you can fight him multiple times. I just don't remember the trigger for it. So, nasty little bugger, starting off with a dragon. And why is he sending that Roselia on me? I'm fairly certain the ice knocks out the grass advantage. Fairly certain. And Choo-Choo is at level 49! Yay! Now that Magneton would have been the smarter move. And, la la la. Now, I do apologize if I cut at weird places in this particular episode because, after I finished recording and it decided to cut off for another part, I noticed that the footage I had accumulated in about 26 minutes, so I had to chop a lot to get it under 20. And here is a Gardevoir, the final form of Ralts, evolves from Kirlia at level 30. It has the same typing as before, so its weaknesses stay the same throughout its entire stage. Now a bit of a note, in the next generation, Generation 4, they introduce a new evolution for this family. Basically, if you use a Dawnstone on a male Kirlia, you will have a Gallade instead of a Gardevoir. Which, I believe Gallade is more offensive, whereas Gardevoir is more defensive. I believe so. And with that, Gardevoir has gone down. Oh. Well, yes, Gardevoir has gone down. Why did I think I said Wally? And, Perish Song to be cheap. Yep. Did I go over Delcatty? Normal evolves from Skitty with a Moonstone. And, Perish Song, I kinda prematurely kill the Delcatty here, but, every Pokemon that is present when Perish Song is used will faint in 3 turns unless it is switched out of battle, and I believe the soundproof ability will grant you immunity from it, since it is, well, a song. And that is it for Wally this time around. Now we have exited Victory Road, and up here is the Pokemon League, the final frontier for every trainer. Screw the Battle Tower, even though we're gonna go do it here. No, like the Battle Tower. Now, if you've been paying attention, to that little Wingull. Here's the result of that, and a mental herb. If you give it to a Pokemon, it will save it from infatuation just once. after that, it stays in. It won't break from the infatuation as easily. And that pretty desk right there, I will let you know. You have to go on Route 113 and exchange, I believe it's 8,000 blocks of soot/ash into the glassmaker on Route 113. And for the chair that matches it, you need 6,000 blocks. So, that took me a while. And, yeah, it took a lot of my time. And, the rest of this little section of the video shall be me, decorating up my secret base. And I changed location because, the one that I had chosen previously had a 2 square gap of blackness, and there is an item you can get to cover up that little hole in your secret base, but you need to wait for a sale on the Lily Cove department store rooftop, and since I believe it is tied, what generates when you get the department store sale on the rooftop is something to do with changing the day and stuff. So, I can't get it for you guys, but, yeah, it's a log something, I'll put it up in text. And here we have entered the post-credit goodies. Your father, Norman, gives you the ticket for the SS title, which can take you from Slateport to Lily Cove and vice versa, and from either of those towns over to the Battle Tower. And if you pay attention to the TV, it will say that a flying Pokemon is now roaming around the region. It will be a red Pokemon if you are playing Sapphire, and it will be a blue Pokemon if you're playing Ruby. And that Pokemon is the roaming Pokemon that I will be rumbling about. But, and just there I was trying to trigger its appearance, but nope, wasn't that lucky. And stopping over in Moss Deep, because after the credits, you can stop by and get a special little something. A gift from Steven! The Pokemon Beldum. An interesting little thing, Steel Psychic, though, in this form, it can only learn Takedown, which does recoil damage, and, it can be tricky to raise to the level it takes to get it to evolve into a Metang. And, as a Steel Psychic, it is weak to Fire, Ground, I think the Steel cancels out the Dark. Maybe possibly the Ghost, and I'm fairly certain it cancels out Bugs, so you may want to depend on the Steel weaknesses to take down the Beldum family, which is Beldum, Metang, and Metagross. Metagross, however you want to pronounce it. I forget if we've seen a Metang, but we will see a Metagross later on. And using the ticket to take the SS title to the Battle Tower. Yay! I love this place so much. Now, this version of the Battle Tower was introduced before effort values were put into the game. And effort values aren't introduced until Pokemon Emerald, and I believe Fire Red and Leaf Green came after Emerald, so there should be effort values in those games. And anything Gen 4 beyond shall therefore have effort values. Now, since, well, for one, I'm fairly certain I went on this rant before, and since they're irrelevant for this game, at least, I shall not bother to ramble on about them. Now, when I first talked to that lady, I was so overjoyed. I had thought that she was glitching out and wouldn't let me, fight in the Battle Tower, so I was like, yay, I don't have to do this for you guys because I can't, because I physically can't. But, oh, I was so wrong. Basically, when you go into the Battle Tower, you will be tasked with fighting 7 trainers in a row, and that is a Pinsir, pure bug Pokemon. Who weak to fire, flying. I think that's it. Oh, rock. That too, I think. Now, you cannot... I do not think you can catch Pinsir in, this game, unless it's available in the Safari Zone. But, yeah. This, while you can't capture a majority of the Pokemon that have existed up to this point, the games do have the coding for every Pokemon from Bulbasaur to Deoxys, I believe is the latter of the 2 event legendaries. So it's in the game, it's just not currently available without cheating or trading from later versions or getting the Pokemon from Pokemon Coliseum, which by the way is an awesome game. And now back to Battle Tower mechanics. Basically, you will be tasked with fighting 7 trainers in a row, and if you can beat all 7 trainers successfully, you will be given... what do I want to call them? Vitamins? Well, I got a vitamin at the end. But, now, since we are getting close to running out of time, I will cut after this battle, and when we pick up in the next part, I shall show you the 7th battle in my streak. I will see you guys next time!